Okay, two things. Number one, Dr. Roberts accused me of groping this patient. In order to grope someone, you have to derive sexual pleasure from it. I'm using the pads of my fingertips while explaining everything that I'm doing to a standing patient who's gowned, who's consented to a medical exam. And then after I explain what I'm doing, I proficiently and demonstrably adjust her rib. And then she feels better afterwards. Dr. Roberts, if you think this is groping, then I feel bad for all of your patients who never get their ribs adjusted, who never get their coccyx adjusted, who never get their pubic bone adjusted because you're afraid of the human body. So to equate this to something that's sexual is wrong. Second, Dr. Roberts says here that I'm playing with a girl's butt. Doc, if you think that I'm playing with a girl's butt, then you don't know how to play with a girl's butt. This is called friction massage. It's phase 2 of muscle trigger point therapy. It comes after compression at a 1-to-3 ratio, depending on who you read. Please see the work of Nemo, read a book. Now, you seem to want to throw me under the bus for doing soft tissue and that people should just go see a massage therapist, which means you also just threw Hightower, Mundragon, even Raheem uses gua sha, and many other chiropractors who are famous in the world for their amazing work that they do for doing soft tissue. You are licensed to do these same techniques. You learned how to do trigger point therapy in school, and the fact that you're throwing me under the bus for it only demonstrates your inferiority as a chiropractor. I've watched your 3 adjustment videos, and it takes you 1 minute and 30 seconds to perform your full spine adjustment. You have demonstrated zero knowledge of chiropractic technique. You have not spoken about it. You have not written about it. You haven't made a video of you adjusting a patient that's more than 1 minute and 30 seconds long. You have zero ground to stand on to criticize my technique or my general behavior. For anyone who thinks that I'm a creep in this comment section, I made a 48-minute video talking about this entire thing. For the people who say that I only adjust young women, there's an entire playlist of men being adjusted on chiropractic medicine. There's men in my shorts feed, and I have an entire channel that's non-ASMR, clinically oriented chiropractic. If you think that I'm a creep, Dr. Roberts' video does not validate that opinion. The guy accused me of doing soft tissue, like any patient would ever complain about me helping them get a better adjustment. The guy accused me of piping in cracks, as if I don't demonstrably show analysis every single time, and I have the microphone right next to it. If I had been faking cracks, people would have discovered it already, because people discovered the other cracks that were being faked on the internet from other channels, but they can't do it to mine. You know why? It's because I don't have to fake cracks, Dr. Roberts. That's the one thing that you're missing, is you do the same thing to every patient every time, and you admit it. I do an analysis every single time that tells me specific segments in which direction to specifically adjust them, which is why I produce firecracker, glow stick, drop a nuclear bomb on your face, cracks all day long. Dr. Roberts, your chiropractic technique is inferior. You have zero ground to criticize me. Your video reaction to my video is unnecessary, inflammatory, and wrong. Now, I'm okay with random people on the internet who aren't doctors and who aren't body workers to not understand what I'm doing, which is why I've gone through so many years of explaining the things that I do. Somehow that gets missed, and then I get criticized for it. But just because Dr. Roberts is a chiropractor does not validate his critique of me. As a matter of fact, he has invalidated himself with his disposition alone. What would you rather get, a 1 minute and 30 second adjustment where nothing has been analyzed, or would you like to be competently adjusted from head to toe? I made a full video where I further discuss and evaluate Dr. Roberts' videos and also evaluate the comments that he made. If you've got an extra 48 minutes and you're actually open to new opinions and new ideas of why I do what I do, then please watch that video. Calling me a pervert and a creep, like, you couldn't be further from the truth. I have daughters, and I have never been anything but respectful to all humans, especially women and children. If you watched more of my videos and if you've read some of my descriptions, then you would know what kind of person I am. If you think that what I'm doing is wrong, then I want you to know that I believe that beauty is the amplification device of nature. And if you disagree, then I'm sorry.